Google Ads has gone AI first, and a lot of advertisers think it's broken. PMAX wasting budget, broad match not working, but here's the truth. It's not the campaigns, it's your measurement. Let's talk about it. We can define measurement by what actions you track, how you value them, and what you're telling Google a good result actually is. So in this video, I'll show you how to map your customer journey, assign real value to each action, and ensure that Google's AI is working for your campaigns and not against them. Before you touch anything inside your Google Ads account, you need to understand one thing: how someone goes from clicking your ad to becoming a paying customer. Let's walk through a simple exercise. You run a car detailing business and you've grown through word of mouth, flyers, and organic social, but now growth is slowing and you want to use ads to scale. You're working with a limited budget and you're okay breaking even on the first sale because you know that the real money comes from repeat business. Now, in this hypothetical scenario, there are a few different actions that a customer can take immediately following the ad click. The first is that they can call in and speak with a sales associate, and that sales associate will book the appointment on behalf of the user. The second is that they can chat with a representative via a chat box tool. And the third is that they can directly book an appointment themselves. What's important to take note of are the unique paths that a user can take to ultimately reach a revenue generating state or become a customer with your business. Here, that's going to represent both the book appointment feature and the ability to call in. If a user uses the chat function, they're still going to have to call in or book the appointment online to reach a revenue generating state. So with that, it's the call conversion and the book appointment conversion that we're going to be bidding towards. Now, here's where this gets powerful. Let's say that 50% of calls turn into appointments, 50% of appointments turn into customers, and 75% of bookings turn into customers. If we assume a customer is worth $200, we can then work backwards from that customer value to determine the stage value of a booking and a call. So at this point, we've now mapped the progression of a user's ad click on the site to ultimately becoming a customer with the business. We've applied a value to that customer, and working backwards have been able to determine what our individual stages are worth. And now we can actually determine how to target the right stage. Google's AI doesn't know your business. It only knows the signals you give it. And now we're passing back signals that represent real value. So the conversion action that we're going to target ideally is closest to revenue generating and highest volume. And by high volume, I mean at least one conversion per day or 30 conversions in a 30-day window so that the algorithm has enough data to learn. The closer to revenue you go, the better the signal, but the lower the volume. So your job is to balance the two. Let's take a quick look at what this will actually look like in the Google Ads UI. Our first step is going to be making sure that we have the values set correctly. We'll click into the goals summary, scroll down to our two conversion goals, being submit lead form and phone call. We'll begin by clicking on the blue text under Submit Lead Form, and then migrating to the Settings tab. We'll hit the drop-down caret under Value, set a currency, and apply the value that we determined as we were mapping our lead to revenue journey, which in this case is $150. Once we have the value applied, we'll hit Save, and then migrate back to the goals summary. We'll then scroll down to the phone call lead icon, hit the drop-down caret in the blue text calls from ads. We'll then click on the settings icon and, same as before, scroll down to value and change the value to, in this case, $50. After hitting save, one quick tip we can also take a look at is the call length duration window. Oftentimes when I see advertisers with poor call quality, they have a call duration window that's too short. If you have data to suggest that customers are on the phone longer before actually becoming a paid opportunity, I recommend increasing that duration accordingly. Now that we have our value set, we'll go to the campaign, click into the settings icon, and actually apply the 2 goals that we'll be bidding towards in our conversion goals summary. First, we'll choose campaign specific under conversion goals, select submit lead forms and phone call leads, and hit save. We'll then scroll down to the bid strategy type, and we're going to select max conversions initially as opposed to max conversion value. The reason being is we want to drive conversion history with the values on the back end being taken into consideration first. If this is a brand new account or specifically a brand new campaign, I recommend awaiting at least 2 weeks or ideally 30 conversions before making the switch to max conversion value. Once we have that data, we can go back into the settings in the campaign, navigate down to the bidding, and in the same place we set the max conversions bid strategy type, we can hit the bidding icon and change the bid strategy type from conversions to conversion value. And once we drive consistency in the conversion volume with a value-based bid strategy, we can also set a target return on ad spend. And with that, we've mapped the lead to sale journey. We've determined what stage in the customer journey to bid towards and how to value them, and we've applied it to the account. As Google continues to prioritize making AI first shifts in their platforms and the tooling that they actually run these ad auctions within, it is more important than ever to ensure that you have the right bidding strategies and right measurement foundations in place. By passing back high quality data to your account, you'll ensure that the AI is learning off of positive signals that actually lead to real impact for your business. And that is what will give you the high confidence to broaden your targeting, adopt AI first solutions, and ultimately cast a wider net with confidence and get a leg up on your competitors. And with that, thanks so much for sticking along to the end of this video. Despite feeling like an expert on Google Ads, I am a complete beginner on YouTube. If you have any video suggestions, comments, questions, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'll do my best to respond to everything I can.